I'm Kris McCusker in the 680 Business Center, and yes, I am wearing a cape. This is all in support of the Capes for Kids campaign, in support of the Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital. The campaign runs until Sunday. So jobs data released on both sides of the border today, and in Canada, much better than expected. 55,900 net new jobs added in February after gains of more than 66,000 in January. So we are now looking at the strongest two-month stretch of job creation since 2012 and the best 2 months to start the year since 1981. Now, it doesn't match the weak GDP data we saw last week. These numbers can be volatile, and one or two reports does not make a trend. The Canadian dollar a little bit higher today. In the U.S., the data there perplexing in the opposite way. Just 20,000 jobs created in February. That was well below the average over the last 3 months of 186,000. U.S. government shutdown and bad February weather getting some of the blame. Either way, North American markets lost ground today, and all were lower on the week. It was the worst week on Wall Street in 2019. The Nasdaq off by about 3%, so the Nasdaq snapped a 10-week winning streak. The U.S. jobs data a factor, plus we got data from China, which did show a drop in exports in February of 20%. So that renewed concerns about slowing global growth, which affected the price for oil as well. The TSX snapped an 8-week winning streak. A couple of stocks of note today. Netflix got a downgrade, so it finished lower. And then WestJet reported a record February load factor of 87%. That stock was lower on the day. Earnings in from Costco, which did beat expectations, so the stock jumped by about 5%. Fiscal second quarter earnings rose to $889 million, or $2.01 a share, up from $1.59 a share a year ago. Revenue was higher as well, and comparable sales up by 6.7%. And where were you 10 years ago today? Today marks the 10th anniversary of the bull market, when North American markets started to bounce off those lows. And we do have a chart. Now, the figures show the percentage change coming into today. It is now the longest bull market in U.S. history. So is the party over? Time will tell. I'm Kris McCusker in the 680 Business Center for City News.